What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. So excited about this video. If you're new to us
And we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, all right? Join the family without further ado. Let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
Hello, how are you? I'm fine, thank you, and you? It sounds a little awkward. It doesn't sound natural. It's kind of it makes sense, but it sounds like textbook
English.
This is actually really first lesson in our textbook of our first grade in elementary school. They teach English like this. And of course, when you say, I'm fine, thank you, it's not ending. You have to plus and you. This is how we got taught.
And it's not like in a conversational tone, but we also like, I'm fine, thank you, and you. That's how we learned that.
Yeah, it's like a basic
like little kids.
Phrases and sentences that we learn as kids, I think.
Yeah, I think like that is very like the basic, the conversation to start, right? But I heard like the fine, the answer is very, not good answer, I heard that. Because the fine, they might think, oh, they might have some problem, they are not fine kind of, right? So that's why I think hi, hello is very like kind of the common thing, but the American people not just answer like kind of the fine. So maybe they just say like good or what about you?
I think in conversation we would usually say, oh yeah, I'm good, I've been good. More commonly you'll hear
I've been
that
better.
I'm fine, thank you, and you is not very casual sounding.
Hey, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, hey. I just gotta say, they be having some points where you could ask a person that, and they can say, well, I've been better, man. I had better days, and be like, that's good. You just keep walking.
I have to strongly disagree with her because that is literally my reply. I'm fine, thank you, and you. Maybe it's me being a Southerner. I don't know.
Or sometimes you just cut off the and you.
Right.
Because if you're pushing it, you're like, I'm fine, thank you. You know what I'm
I ask
saying?
people how they do.
I mean, sometimes you can just slice that. You can just cut that and you off sometimes if you're not trying to really have a conversation. But if you that and you rears the person right back in.
Right,
you know?
right. But she said it sounds textbook. That's why I'm like, I have to strongly disagree. I have always replied exactly how that is.
Yep, and true be told, we grew up like that, and basically we just call that manners.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like having manners, so it's important to make sure your gestures when you're greeting a person or someone's talking to you sounds this way. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe it's regional. I don't know.
But as you grow up, then that kind of goes out the window. But for C,
Right.
she said she holds on, she hold it down. You know? But me, I'm like, I'm not gonna hit you. I'm fine, and you, I probably hit you with something different though.
Right.
With the same meaning, just in a different way of saying it. That part, yeah.
Not very casual sounding. It's kind of textbook sounding. It makes sense. So if you do use this, we will understand you, but it's just not as commonly used. So do you think you use
In the
any
South,
different
it is.
English
I
words?
just think it's more so like it's like how you know the person. Like it's about the relationship. Like I feel like that is more of a like registered type of conversation, over the counter type. Hey, how you doing? I'm finding you. Boom. You know, I'm having a good day. Then you out. But if you know a person, I feel like that greeting don't come off as so textbookish. It has more like a freedom of approach. If you get what I'm coming from, you know what I'm saying? Man, look at you today. Like it just hit different.
Totally different.
It is different.
That's being comfortable. Yes.
Yeah.
That's how they learn it.
That's
Our
understandable.
greetings.
Mm-hmm.
In your own countries?
I think we have a lot of English loan words in Indonesian that maybe like
Are we
the
gonna
meaning
volume?
would stray away from the original English meaning. Like even when we say an Indonesian sentence, we would put some English words in the middle, and that's just become like the new slang nowadays, especially to the younger generation.
Are there certain words that you always use English?
I think there are some words that are more common, also some words that can be translated, but we're more used to the English version. For example, like selfie. Like we do have an Indonesian translated word for it, but people are so used to selfie that we just use selfie. Like those kinds of loan words.
Honestly, because I'm a hip hop guy, use a lot of hip hop words like damn, like this kind of words in China.
In China?
In China, we use damn, nam sai. We say this nam sai.
Nam
This is so funny. And in the Chinese internet, social media, we use M3. So it's like Chinese, but in English, which means nam sai, nam sai.
M3 means, you know what I'm saying?
Is it
all right?
specifically for people that...
It's originally from Chinese hip hop fan, but once it's got widespread, so everyone is using it. M sai, M sai.
Interesting.
It's like a meme. We make it like a meme.
I feel like, yeah, things become viral online, then everyone kind of starts saying it, yeah.
많이는 안 쓰는데 뭔가 그냥 진짜 필요할 때만 가끔 일본 사람들이 영어가 좀 이상하다 뭐 그렇게 말 자주 듣습니다.
I think like the people just getting know about English these days, so they using a lot of English, even like kind of the TV show kind of. They
Yep,
also
yep.
using a lot of English these days. For sure, we have just own our words, like the Konglish kind of. The
Konglish.
meaning makes sense, but that is not real English kind of. So maybe some Korean people, me also like they're a little bit confused, like kind of skinship.
Ah,
But
yeah.
but the skinship is not that skinship, right? Like the physical.
We say PDA, public display of affection.
That kind
Oh,
of thing.
okay, we
So
see, okay.
we maybe just using just on our English words.
Yeah, there's a lot in Korea. Service.
Oh yeah.
At first, I was kind of confused. I know what it means, but we wouldn't say it in that way. But it's an English word still.
Also like one room. One room means a studio apartment. But
Right.
like when I first came here, I'm like, what is a one room? I know there's one room, but you say studio apartment, and when I talk to Koreans, they're like, is that not English? I'm like, no. There's also two room or like two jobs.
Yeah,
things like
that's
that. One
true.
piece.
Miranda. Let's take a Miranda. Huh?
What's that?
Wait, what is that?
That's the
I have a
restroom.
guess.
I have a guess too. I
think
think it's
it's
from
from
Philippines.
Philippines.
Taradeta, taradeta.
I don't know. It sounds Spanish to me, so like this is the only close to
Merienda.
Spanish-speaking
Oh,
language.
Philippine, of course.
Because I was silent. Is that
Yeah,
why?
No, that's
It's Philippine words though.
I would say Philippines. Yeah, it is.
And what does it mean though?
It's like we have breakfast, lunch,
Oh.
and
Yeah, I
dinner
say
that
bathroom.
comes after.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
way
a break
off.
wherein you can eat in between lunch and dinner. Somewhere in the afternoon, we don't usually eat like what we eat from lunch. We usually eat snacks or something sweet,
is it like tea time?
bread. Yeah,
Tea time.
tea time. Post afternoon tea time. Yeah, before
okay,
dinner.
okay.
You guys guessed it, right?
So it's
Nah.
kind of like snack time
didn't guess
before the
We
meal.
guess it.
Is it like all the Philippines using this word?
Yeah, we do. But we don't, not everyone can eat merienda. It's just that if you have an afternoon break, you guys can eat. Some office or some companies, they give 15 minutes break to.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that's nice.
So it's like, oh, let's take America.
So this reminds
Yeah, let's
me
take a Miranda. I get it.
of-
Yeah.
one of the Scandinavian countries. They do a coffee break. I forgot what it's called. They call it something, but that's what that reminds me of.
It just reminds me of going on a 15-minute break.
Okay. Just
You know
a
what I'm
15
saying?
minute
While you
break,
taking that
some-
break, go get your little drink, get your little snack, and take it back in. That's what it sounds like.
Okay.
And talk about something.
Yeah, most of the time it's sweet, and since the Philippines is hot, we eat sometimes halo-halo.
You know halo halo, right? Oh yeah.
It's like a bunch of different ingredients put inside, shaved ice, and it's really good.
Would you say Chinese word? 下午茶, afternoon tea.
I think we do have a snacking culture. We have a lot of like snacks.
Yeah, Indonesian snacks are quite famous.
So we just say cemilan, which is like just snacks, or like jajan yuk, like let's go shop for some snacks, like jajanan. Oh, that is a thing that's not translatable. Interesting.
Oh.
Jajanan.
Oh, my tension is high. I think I know.
I have a guess.
Only because I've heard like phrase, oh,
High
high
tension.
tension. You have high tension. Yeah, Korea,
Stress?
I think.
yeah.
That's the only thing I'm
we're
thinking about,
using
stress.
them more. But actually, high is like kind of the when you just get drunk, you guys can say like hi. I'm high, right?
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh,
that's
okay.
actually like the from English maybe.
Tension, I've heard it in the case of if someone has a lot of like, energy or something, right?
It's not used in the same way in English, right?
Not really. So I heard it in Korea. Like for example, my friend was out and she was dancing like crazy, drinking, dancing. Korean friend was like, oh wow, high tension. You have high tension.
Energetic and
Yeah.
Energetic.
I mean, I would get what they mean. I would understand, but it's just not a phrase we would typically use in that way.
네, high tension, tension high.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
I don't know, bro. High tension for me is like, I don't know. I guess you got to keep the word high on it to make it the phrase what it is.
They
'Cause
lit.
When they lit. Well, for us, I feel like for me, when I hear the word tension, it's like just leave that guy alone. It's like
Okay.
there's friction between them two. They got tension. You
Oh,
know what I'm
okay,
saying? It's like
yeah.
they keep going at it, then it's gonna be worse than whatever it is at the moment. So
Yeah, but,
that's how I think about it, stress type stuff.
but she's saying it like they're having a good time, like
Yeah.
they're energized.
Mhm.
So that's why I say they're lit.
So I feel like those two right there is like a culture shock because we can see it differently. But for them, when they say it, they don't mean nothing negative by it.
Right.
It's instantly positivity, you know?
Right? Because if they say high tension to me, I'll be like, oh, who about to fight?
What we looking for?
So how can I say like in regular English about that?
Wow, she's lit. Lit. I mean, that's kind of slang. I would say lit or high energy, hyped. Hyped. I think hyped is good. Bed space.
Turning up.
Turn up.
Turning
Okay.
up. High tension. Turning up.
I can't even.
I'm like
Bed
trying
space.
to look and like, who knows?
I think everyone's confused right now.
I'm trying to think of what that would mean. When I see that word, oh, if there's a couple, like, yo, give me some bed space.
space.
You're in my
Taking a
space.
nap.
I don't know if that's right.
Is it somewhere where you can
Taking a
sleep?
nap?
Like even on the floor, like I'm so tired. This would be my bed space.
I don't know, because everyone's looking a little confused. We're still guessing the country. Japan?
Oh.
Really? What does it mean?
베터 스페이스라고 하는데 침대가 있는 공간을 근데 영어로 저렇게 쓰면 전
그럼 어떨 때 저런 걸 쓰는 거예요?
예를 들어서 집을 구매를 할 때 아니면은 그냥 거기에 살 때
그러면은 뭐 베드 스페이스가 얼마나 큰지 이런 걸 말하는 거예요?
맞아요 맞아요
Oh, how
그림으로
much
그냥
space?
일본어로 베터 스페이스라고 써 있어요.
Okay, it's from me.
But it's also in Japan.
Really, it's in Japan.
Like, yeah, she's been explaining.
She's explaining everything.
The
In
whole
the
time.
Philippines, like if you're renting, you share a room. It doesn't necessarily mean you share the
It's
bed
similar.
with someone else. So it can be a bunker or it can be two beds in one room or regardless. It's a shared room. That's the whole concept. Yeah, room for rent and then bed space. It means you'll be sharing some with someone else.
So make a sentence out of it.
Sharing a
Beds.
room.
Right. So if I'm calling over, right? Let's say that you at a house and I needed somewhere to come lay my head down, be like, hey, see, what you doing over there? You got some bed space for me?
Yeah.
And you be like, yeah, I got an extra pillow
On top the bunk. On the top bunk.
on side of you.
Space available, looking for male bed space or something like that. So sometimes they specifically share what kind of gender they need to be in because if it's an all girls room, an all guys room,
Like hostels, how they have kind of bunk beds and there's
you're not renting everything on your own. It's probably
Just
a
the
shared
bed.
bathroom too, definitely, and a shared bed space. So you have a roommate.
they don't post like looking for a roommate.
I've seen
Looking
some
for some bed
tarpaulin
space.
like signs like wanted female lady bed spacer.
A bad spacer. Cool.
Viking?
Viking.
Viking?
I just think of like the
Wait, but I think it's one of these.
I
two
think it's
countries.
Japanese.
바이킹그라고 그 뷔페 무제한으로 먹는 거를 바이킹그라고
Is it because like Vikings eat a lot, so they just call it Viking?
what
'Cause
I
it's
was
like, oh, you can
thinking.
eat like a Viking.
eat like a Viking.
Eat like
Okay.
a Viking.
That's really creative.
Alright.
Is that why?
How can they think of this word?
As in?
As in?
Isn't that just a
Japanese.
normal English word?
없는데요. 아스잉?
Indonesia. Indonesia.
The thing is, I don't even know if it is. So it's like,
I need the answer.
Yeah, hint please.
In America, how would you think of it?
If I see just as in, if we're
It's in
explaining
the middle
kind of
of
an
a
example.
sentence.
As in the case of blah blah blah.
Okay. It's from the Philippines.
I said that.
Everything from the
They're
Philippines.
like spying though. She's like spying.
Mafia.
You're good at this. Okay.
So as in is like, you know how Philippines have incorporated a lot of words from Spanish and English, right? And we also use this when we're speaking in Taglish. As in means overly, like extremely, like as in.
Oh, okay. I see.
In.
I see.
Oh, is it kind of like a slang?
And make a sentence.
Whenever we're talking about someone or gossiping, like,
Oh, okay.
That is like the one of the reaction or like the gesture?
yeah, something like that.
We can go to Philippines for travel after this.
Yeah, as in. Okay, the next time I go Philippines, I can use that.
You guys are creating English.
I was really puzzled. It doesn't have any meaning. Sometimes we would speak Tagalog and then we would put as in to express ourselves.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
Me time.
Oh, I know. This is China. My friend used this.
isn't it a normal English word?
I would understand it, but at first I didn't know, and I asked my friend, and he said that it means my alone time. Commonly, we wouldn't say me time. Maybe we would say alone time.
I actually don't know because I don't use this.
Oh, really? Is it right?
from China?
No one's revealing.
Yours?
Yeah, that's why I'm so
Really?
It's from we use this a lot in Indonesia, and
That's the reason I don't know we are using this word. Though.
Interesting.
but I didn't know that it wasn't a normal English word because we use it so
It is.
much. Like it does mean alone time. So like, oh, I need some me time. Like, I
We
need
say
some
it
that's how
just
it
like
was,
that.
yeah.
Is it not English?
It's English, but I think the phrase, we wouldn't necessarily say it like that. We would understand though.
Yeah, I understand.
I think
I feel like
I'm starting to feel like it's a generational thing now.
Yeah.
At first, I was saying it was regional, but I've heard me time all throughout my life.
I never use it. I'm pretty sure I have, but it's just
I
like
need some me time. We hear it from our
me
moms
time is just like
most
one of
the
those.
time.
I feel like you hear it, like you all heard it before.
Yeah.
I feel like ain't no way you can say that's not like an English word.
No.
Yeah, alone time, me time,
Yeah. It's
privacy.
Yes.
And it too.
I didn't know it came from Indonesia.
I didn't know it wasn't English.
Oh yeah. Is
It
that
is.
next?
This is Korean.
It seems Korean.
Yeah.
All the couple thing related.
Right, the same clothes with boyfriend or girlfriend.
It's a culture thing. Everywhere, like matching hoodies or even like
Okay.
sneakers, jackets. Yeah, it goes with the kind of couple culture.
Do you think how can I say just in English about that word like couple? You guys don't using that word, right?
Well, it's just not a culture for us. We don't have an exact phrase, so we would just say maybe like matching outfit.
There you go.
Mansion.
There you go.
Mansion.
만션, 아파트처럼 생긴 큰 건물, 그 집을 일본에서는 만션이라고 해요. 맨 말고 일본어로 만션.
Same in the States. Mansion would be a really big, fancy house. Like not just big, but like rich. With a pool, huge, multiple rooms.
사라리만
Oh, that's Japan. That's Japan.
That's Japan.
I've heard that
Salaryman.
before.
회사원이에요. 회사원.
Just a normal employee.
카타카나로 써야 돼가지고 사라리만은 용어가 아니죠. 저 헷갈려요.
Wait, so how would you approach somebody with that like salary man? Like you just literally call somebody salary man?
Mr. Salary Man, Shabba.
I don't know. Like what would you do? See,
I don't know why that came to me.
you did it though.
I just be saying what's on top of my head.
I don't know. Like, so what would they say to like address somebody? Salary man. Being that they're a regular everyday working person. I gotta hear it in the comments. Put that in the comment section.
Till which level can you guys call a salaryman? If it's a team leader, if it's a manager, do you still call them like a salaryman?
If I would hear salaryman, it's not commonly used exactly, but I would just think it's a man who makes a salary. So they work a 9 to
man or a
5 and
woman.
have a set
Oh
income
yeah,
each
yeah.
month.
Regardless of the position.
Oh,
It's a healing spot.
Oh,
is this
Lord.
Korea? Healing is such a English word used a lot in Korea.
Maybe healing spot? Yeah, maybe we using the word. Maybe I don't know.
Oh, we also use healing.
The same meaning?
I think similar to how Koreans use it. Like when we say like, I need healing. It doesn't mean like I'm physically sick and need like actual healing,
Just
but
a
like I need
break.
to go somewhere to relax. That's like, oh, this is healing.
Yeah, for example, I went outside of Seoul and I did this kind of trip, and it was a healing trip. And it was called healing, and then we went in nature, we had tea, and then we had like a foot spa. So it was kind of healing your mind and body with nature and everything. So yeah, I guess it is kind of like Ponglish. It makes sense in English, but we wouldn't typically use healing in that way.
So maybe in my case, I'm using like the healing time than healing spot maybe. Yeah, I need
I
healing.
just want to say real quick, me time and healing spot, hand in hand. I
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
feel like they go together really well.
Yeah.
Time kind of, yeah, relax time.
I think it's also a new word. Like it came out recently. Like since like mental health is becoming a big thing. People are like, I need healing.
That makes sense.
So
Everybody
you
need a
guys
little
are
bit of
using
healing.
the same.
일본에서도 힐링 스포트 말고 약간 힐링 여행, 힐링旅行라고
Same meaning.
거의 비슷하게.
In China, we don't say it is a healing, blah blah blah. It's healing to help me, heal my heart.
We don't also say healing spot in my country, but we would understand what you're trying to say.
Both? Both is English.
Oh.
America.
Bold. Is America on the list of countries?
I think it's Philippines.
Yeah. You just create English.
Okay,
Yeah,
It's very wholesome.
Can I say it here?
So it's something rated R, like the movies. We call it a bold star.
Oh.
If you're filming something bold,
Why they put a-
naked, so
put
it's
a-
a rated
Oh my
R movie. This is like an old term. We call like.
That is bold.
It'll
I
get
guess.
flagged, so you have to like say corn.
Okay, so corn star is bold star to us.
Okay.
We will say like, may bold ka ba dyan? Like if you're asking your friend, do you have corn or yeah.
There's a difference between rated R and corn. Would you say both are bold?
Well, I think what's widely used now it's corn, right? Corn is now it's the new term. This is quite a bit old, but we still use it.
Ah,
All right, so the
Korea.
word bold though for us still has a different meaning. So what it means, what it means for you guys, have we used it? You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, that person being bold.
Right. No, they'll be like, oh my God.
Oh, is he
naked.
really? I didn't,
Yeah. I don't know. That one's.
That's
I can
different.
understand it. Yeah.
but
It's
it is different though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So eye shopping. I wonder if it's the same as window shopping.
Yeah,
For
eye
us.
shopping sounds like something to do with seeing something you like.
It's through the window. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, okay, that's Korean. Noon shopping.
Don't buy just like the browsing.
Window
Yeah,
shopping.
window
I like it. I
shopping.
like
We
it.
use the same term
Eye
in
shopping?
Indonesia.
Really?
Yeah, but in Indonesian, like belanja mata literally means like eye shopping. So it's like when you don't shop, but you just look around.
What about other countries? What would you call this?
Window shopping.
只看不买.
Just see, don't buy.
Yeah. Just say don't buy. We don't have this word combined together.
Oh, it's Chinese.
Could be, but also Korea because I started saying so a lot because I hear it so much.
I think it's both.
American actually
Yeah.
they don't use so-so.
No, but also when I was in Japan and I used to work at a Japanese university in the US, and the Japanese students also said so. Yeah.
Just so-so.
Like this so.
Yeah, Chinese actually say that.
It's an East Asian.
But we use it too.
Yeah, maybe many countries.
Add oil. This is Chinese one. This is a really typical
this?
Chinese one.
Is it just in the restaurant if you're asking?
What do you think?
Add oil to the pan.
Right.
I don't know, like or
Just at the restaurant.
the
maybe.
spicy oil
More
in a
something.
restaurant, you know,
So you think it's add some spicy oil?
or any oil like in a pan.
Add oil?
Just add oil.
No. This is really interesting and really typical. This is a white
This hour. Okay.
thing.
Sure. Yeah.
So we add oil. This oil
Like a
is
Tin
not
Man?
that kind of oil. This oil means gasoline.
Lighting the fire and
Add energy.
It makes me think of the Wizard of Oz.
I mean,
The
I hear
Tin
you.
Man. Like, add some oil. Cheer up. You know?
Yeah, and he was happy. You know what I'm saying? He was moving a lot more.
Yeah, he was
Bouncing
dancing.
a lot, dancing, wiggling.
Right.
Just adding some art. Just
Okay.
add some oil to your life. There you go.
The car goes.
That's really nice.
That's like fighting.
oh, that's cool.
We say in Chinese, 加油, ref.
Referee,
Chorus? Like in a song?
And then it has a period.
France, maybe.
It's refrigerator. Short term for refrigerator, like open the ref.
In the States, most people call it fridge. Get some snacks in the fridge.
Not refrigerator?
You can, but mostly we
It's
just
so
say
long.
fridge. I think maybe it depends, but
Philippine
Icebox.
grade English.
Oh, yeah.
You know I was gonna say it.
that. I was
Yeah.
gonna say that in the South,
It's icebox.
our parents and grandparents used to call it the ice box because it was actually an ice box. We still call it ice box.
Yeah, I think the fridge did have more of a flow though in the household.
Yeah.
I feel like the fridge was the next wordplay that they used to kind of get us to go to the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Refrigerator.
Yeah. We'll say
Instead of saying
refrigerator
it's
too.
refrigerator, we'll say refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful words.
Philippines has a lot more English loanwords because English is common language in Philippines.
I'm actually surprised that I thought you would get a hint of some words, but yeah.
I was surprised me time wasn't English.
yeah, well, it is, and we can understand it, but maybe it's commonly used. So it is kind of interesting when I hear these kind of phrases in some other countries when I travel.
So when I say add oil, can you relate oil to gasoline?
I didn't get it at first, but then once you told
Oh.
me, then I was like, okay, yeah, it makes sense.
We were thinking about cooking.
Okay, so today we talked about English word
Man, boom,
difference.
we're gonna stop right there. Make sure you guys check the channel out. Anybody come to me and tell me add oil, I will be confused.
Right.
Like,
'Cause
hey,
what we
bro,
cooking?
just add oil. To what? Like, we would have no
Right.
idea what that means. So I'm glad they was able to teach this. Obviously, it's different around the world, right? Especially in all these locations. So just pick it up, and I feel like you can have a great conversation with people when you hear them use their different words and meanings.
Right. Let us know if there was a word or meaning that you use in your country, or if you say something different.
Yeah,
All
definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.